What's going on, crypto fam? It's David here from Sin City Crypto. I am joined with Big Rob, and we have some breaking news for you guys. Voyager has officially, as of an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, halted all withdrawals, all rewards, all deposits. This is big. We have been talking about this on our channel for the last 2 weeks. Some people are out here still saying, I believe in Voyager. I still have money on Voyager. I'm buying VGX token. We've been telling everyone from the moment that they borrowed money from Alameda Research that trouble is brewing. We've done multiple videos on it. And here we are today with breaking news. I'm going to go ahead and
Yeah, man.
go
Yeah,
ahead, Rob.
so let me if it's your first time checking us out, my name is Big Rob, also known as Robin. So yeah, just go by Big Rob though. We got David over here. We're co-hosts of a live show Monday through Friday. So if you're tuning in, first of all, if you have tokens locked up in Voyager, if you have fun Voyager, I'd like to extend my deepest condolences. I hope everything gets ironed out. If history has anything to say, there's always there's a lot of times there's been recourse. People have gotten some of their value back. So I just want to start off by saying that if you uh, can't withdraw, that there might be hope. So not all is lost. And this is very fluid and breaking news. So I mean, there's nobody says here that they're not going to open trading back up. Nobody's saying that that's not possible. But if we look at what's recently transpired, especially with like Celsius and some other platforms, halting trading, at least in recent times, pretty much means you're not going to be able to get your funds back anymore. And if you do, it's probably going to be in the form of pennies on the dollar. Maybe, we looked at with Bitfinex hack of Bitcoin where they issued out their own community token that could be cashed in for a one-for-one value on the dollar. I wouldn't speculate on exactly what this is going to look like, but just want to say if you have tokens on there, man, we understand your frustration and that there is light at the end of the tunnel, but it doesn't look good. With that said, I know you guys are probably looking like, why do I got a bird on my shoulder? This is Larry. So I'm at home. Obviously, David's in our studio where we do our live show. But
Let's get
yeah,
into it.
man, this is crazy times. I just to double back on what David said, we've been talking about this for about 3 weeks now. We've been repeatedly banging the table and beating the drum and telling you that trouble's brewing, the finances don't add up, and that the ship is sinking. We literally did a thumbnail on our show 2 weeks ago. Literally a sinking ship of Voyager. I don't know what else we could do. If you've watched our channel and you're still invested in Voyager, right. And then David, what do we got? So I haven't had a chance to read the articles. I'm just reacting to the front headline news.
Let's
What's
let's
the vibe here?
let's start. This is
What's the
from
details we got so far?
It's from CNBC. Major crypto broker Voyager Digital suspends all trading, deposits, and withdrawals. A couple of lines I've highlighted here. Digital asset brokerage Voyager Digital has paused all customer trading, deposits, withdrawals, and loyalty rewards, according to a statement released Friday afternoon. This is a quote from the CEO, Stephen Ehrlich. This was a tremendously difficult decision, but we believe it is the right one given current market conditions. Ehrlich went on to say that the decision is designed to give the firm additional time to continue, quote, exploring strategic alternatives with various interested parties. And I also want to go to Twitter. This is from Stephen Ehrlich, also the, again, the CEO. This is their official Twitter. Voyagers, today we made the difficult decision to temporarily suspend trading, deposits, withdrawals. And it goes on to say, Voyager is actively pursuing all available remedies for recovery from Three Arrows Capital, including through the court-ordered liquidation process in the British Virgin Islands. Now, Robin, we know.
Question. First of all, before we jump into this, real quick, are the markets reacting to this?
Let me take a quick peek.
Because
Mm,
before we went on, it seemed like it wasn't. And
no,
if
it's
that's the
it's
case,
it's not.
if we learned anything from Celsius, if we learned anything from Celsius, we had a major pullback. This is when we went from, what was it, 30K down to 20K, remember?
Yeah.
And so I would expect I would expect another big pullback.
Well,
This is just now breaking, so it maybe if you have trades open, you need to reevaluate. I would expect, and I know we kind of do price predictions. This isn't a price prediction. This is a major exchange, publicly traded in Canada, halting trading, and there's going to be some level of hysteria when it comes to crypto investors. People are going
yes.
to be freaking out that their funds aren't there. They're going to be screaming at the top of their lungs on social media. Other people are going to see it. So, I
This is
mean,
very
nothing's
this
for
is
sure, and
this is
maybe the
very
markets don't
fresh.
pull back.
This is very
But
fresh.
but I'm just, yeah,
As of right now,
I
the
think,
markets are now reacting. But again, this was just released a little over 2 hours ago, so very very new. Now, what I wanna go to, and let me swap over to my laptop here, guys. Is this comment from Dylan Leclerc? He is a senior writer for Bitcoin Magazine. That are you going to address that both counterparty A and B were Three Arrows Capital in your quarter one funding? At the end of quarter one, Bitcoin was approximately 45,500, so 15,250 Bitcoin and $350 million in USD loans equals 1.04 billion of exposure. Multiply that by two. So we talked about this as far as Three Arrows Capital. Their reach was far and their reach was deep. And when they went insolvent, they're essentially insolvent. We talked about this, and we're not saying this because we're saying we told you so, but it's something where you need to hear stuff like this. And it might not be something people want to hear, but it's our job and it's ethically right to make sure that the information we have, because we do this all day long, is to pass that on to you. So first and foremost, Robin, do we both agree that
what's up?
no one's getting money back from Three Arrows Capital, right? Because it sounds like Voyager's
No,
plan
no, they they
is
they literally went through the process. They've literally went through the process of what is it, liquidating what they have, and so
they've been court ordered to liquidate.
I mean, yeah. Now, the court can look at debt, and then they can take the liquidation and spread it amongst the parties. But here's the thing: there's no way, shape, or form a company would go under insolvent and not be underwater. So it's pretty safe to assume that you're going to be getting pennies on the dollar. And
I
if it's a
mean, we
court order liquidation, obviously it's obviously not going to be beneficial to their customers. They're not going to have customers anymore. So what do they have left? It's just going to be split up equally, I would assume. Probably, or well, majority of the shares are going to go to the like big investors, VC
and of
firms,
and of course
other protocols,
we're
and
talking
then
about
the
Three Arrows Capital here, not Voyager.
yeah, yeah, 3 years capital. And so, yeah, you wouldn't see anything. And if you do see anything, it's going to be just a liquidation, which is going to take months, if not years, to get capital from liquidation over to the parties that are dead. So that's going to take forever. So, anyways, Voyager, if their reason for this is 3 Arrows Capital, they're done.
They're done.
I mean, if they're waiting for the money for 3 Arrows Capital, if Voyager is waiting for money for 3 Arrows Capital, they're done because money's not coming. And it comes pennies on the dollar, but it's going to be
Not nearly
probably
enough.
years. I mean, it may be at some breakneck speed, maybe 8 months. You think Voyager can halt trading for 8 months and survive? The only thing they have on their side is maybe to get an investor to help them out. You know, give them some money. But FTX already did that, right? And they
Yeah.
opened up a line of credit with them, and then they
Mm,
pulled it back, right?
they didn't pull it
Did
back,
they cancel it?
no, Voyager already made a withdrawal or made a yeah. They already drew on that credit line, but it wasn't enough. Now here's what's going to be interesting is the contagion effect of a platform like Voyager halting, how is that going to affect Coinbase? How is that going to affect KuCoin? How is that going to affect Crypto.com? I personally think that there's going to be a run on these centralized exchanges. And I don't blame people. I mean, you read the terms of service of every one of these centralized exchanges. When you
It
deposit,
was, hear me out. Hear me out. Forbes had an article. Sam Bankman-Fried said a lot of these exchanges, the
yep,
smaller ones, are insolvent,
yep,
and he said they're going to go belly up. And this is probably, I think, I would consider this the biggest of the small exchanges. Don't you kind of agree? That's probably fits the
it's
mold.
up there. It's up
Out
there.
of the like, if you had like tier two exchanges, I think they're at the top.
Yeah.
And so are comparable exchanges that have comparable volume or similar or in kind of the same ballpark, are they going to have the same issues? And so I think so. And when you have somebody as powerful as Sam Bankman-Fried in the space going on record with Forbes saying, "Yo, other exchanges insolvent." Not one. Other exchanges insolvent. You know what I mean? Like when he says that, dude, he ain't lying.
Right.
He stands nothing to gain from bashing his own industry. You know what I mean? And
So,
so
Rob, let's pivot
this
to
is crazy time, man.
let's pivot to
We've been telling you guys. We have been telling you guys that Voyager is in trouble. Voyager is got issues. And I'm not trying to make this a promotional thing. I'm just trying to make it as a hey, you need somebody in your corner, man. And you should subscribe to Sin City Crypto because we don't give a damn what is popular, bro. And you know what? If you watch our live show today, we were bashing on Bitcoin, and we love Bitcoin, but Bitcoin ain't 100% perfect. And you know what? No crypto project's 100% perfect, so we're not going to go all in on anything. And you know what? If we see red flags, we don't give a damn if it's our favorite project. We're going to put it front and center,
absolutely.
and that's what you get from us. And so we've been freaking yelling at the mountaintops about this damn Voyager thing, man. Episode and episode and episode. People are pushing back on us on Twitter. Like, shame on you, bro. Shame on you, bro.
Rob, I want to pivot. I want to end this with two questions. First question: if you have money on a centralized exchange, do you agree that you should take your money out of centralized exchanges, out of DeFi, out of anywhere where if you deposit money, that money becomes unsecured debt to that company? You should take it off of there and you should
Okay.
custody your own crypto. Do you agree?
Private keys, bro. If you want to use a MetaMask browser wallet, Trust Wallet, whatever it is, you want to use one of those, cool.
Better, yeah.
You want to use a hardware wallet, completely unplugged from your entire computer, safer. However, both of these instances, you are in control of your own crypto. So that is the thing here. Now, if you want to keep your crypto on an exchange, that's entirely up to you, man. That's your decision. You
Just
can weigh the
know,
risks versus the rewards. But this is what I got to say: is if that is what you like to do, at least temporarily, until this kind of settles, take it off an exchange. Just do yourself a favor. Take it off an exchange, just at least for a couple months. Look at what are you doing, Larry? And so, yeah, take it off at least for a couple months. Let's see where the pieces fall. Let's see how this plays out, because right now we don't know who has exposure. I mean, think about it. FTX, another exchange, just issued a line of credit of 400. It was 400
$1 million
million
to
dollars, right?
BlockFi. Yeah.
So, to BlockFi. Well, no, they opened up a line of credit to Voyager.
That was $500,000.
Original.
Sorry, 500,000,000.
Okay. Yeah, half a
It,
billion.
it
So,
was about
anyways,
it was about
that
yeah.
was,
Go ahead.
regardless of what the number is. Okay, where I'm getting at is that exchanges are lending money to other exchanges. Am I correct?
Yep.
Okay. If this exchange goes under, what other exchanges does they owe money to?
Correct.
That is what led us into this problem in the first place. If you think about it, it was a contagion effect of debt rolling over from one institution to another. And now the contagion is spread to an exchange. And we already know exchanges lend money to each other. So is somebody else? Is there going to be another exchange that goes under? And because I say at least take the next couple months, see where the pieces fall
Let the dust
before
settle.
you decide to put your crypto back on an exchange. The time is now. Protect yourself. You don't know. Nobody's too big to fail. Remember, the Roman Empire fell. The Lehman Brothers fell. No institution is too big to fail. Remember, Voyager was publicly traded company in Canada as well. So
And
yeah,
and just to piggyback off what Robin said, crypto market doesn't have the federal government to fall back on. There's no bailouts. The only bailouts are from other people. But to finish this off, if you have money on Voyager, what are your next steps? Okay, so first and foremost, I hope you guys only had money on there that you were comfortable losing, whether that's a crypto altcoin going to zero, whether the company going under. So that's first and foremost. If not, definitely
and
reevaluate.
if it's not, money comes and goes. It's not the end of the world.
Right.
Even if you lost your life savings, it stings, it burns, it's a learning experience. But money comes and go. Don't do anything drastic. Just money comes and goes. That's I'll leave it at that.
Yes. So I would, I mean, as far as recourse, you can try to email them, figure out what's going on. Definitely follow them on Twitter. Look out for any news. If you have an amount smaller than $25,000, I believe you can do a small claims. But again, in their terms of service, when you hand over your money to them and they custody your coins, it is considered unsecured debt. So when a company is too far deep, they're too underwater, the best solution sometimes is to declare bankruptcy or restructure and sell off the assets. So just to kind of wrap it up, it's an unfortunate situation. Should have never gotten here. But that's why during bear markets, in the YouTube world, you see viewership go down, which never made sense to me because that's when you want to really get into the thick of things, understand what's going on, follow articles, research. That is why it is so important. We are in such a brand new evolving space. Mistakes are going to be made. Companies are going to go under. You look at the dot-com bubble. How many of those companies that were there in the late 90s and 2000s, how many of them are still here? Not very many. And it's a natural cycle in an emerging space, in an emerging sector of a market. So we need to be prepared. That's why you risk manage. Only put in what you're willing to lose. And if you got your funds stuck in Voyager, the best thing we can do now is plan for the worst or prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And that's the best advice I can give you guys. Again, like what Rob said, if you have money on there, it sucks. I've been wiped out before, not in crypto, but in a bit other ventures of life. And it stings, but I'll tell you what, as long as you take a lesson away from the mistake that either you made or the company made, at the end, you might not see it now, but at the end, it might be worth the price you pay today. So with that being said, we are done with the short video. We hope you guys enjoy the content. If you like us and you like the news, please subscribe to our channel. And come check us out Monday through Friday at 10:30 a.m. Vegas time. We love you guys, and until next time.
And we'll give you heads ups on things like this, man.
Yeah.
We'll
Also
give you a
follow.
heads up, man.
Also follow
we
us.
call it how we see it.
Also follow us on Twitter at Sin City Crypto 1. We'll be posting updates on Voyager as we get more information. So until next time, you guys, take care. We love y'all. Peace.